Hi everyone, in today's video I want to talk about the moon, their phases, and how we can guide our lives around these phases to really connect to our inner spirit, to really open up our spiritual practice with ourselves, with the world, and just with creation in general. I wanted to start off by sharing that we have 8 phases, and each phase appeals to a new element of your life, and it is important to live by these phases. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about each phase and kind of some practices that you can add in, some rituals you can add in, and some journal prompts. So, follow along this video to really get clear and to really just elevate and upgrade your life. So, to start off, we have our new moon. If I could describe the new moon in 2 words, it is intention and new beginnings. That is 3 words. Essentially, what it means is it is a time for you to go inwards and to figure out exactly what you want in this world. It is a time to really ask yourself, what intention do I have in this world? What do I want to create? And during this time of our month, it is so important that we take the time to really just go inward and ask ourselves what we want in this life. It is a great time to manifest. It is actually the time to manifest. So, some rituals that you can incorporate during this time is making some mood boards, so some vision boards. It is so much fun to just print out photos of your dream life. And it's so amazing because actually, when you look at these photos, you can actually see how your life transforms with these photos. And then it's also great during the new moon to really sit, to journal, to write down your dreams. It's great to just really make moon water and just really be very mindful with your intentions during the season. It's a great time of vibrance. So really connect to yourself and ask yourself what you really want. No shame. You deserve to have everything. A journal prompt you can ask yourself during this time is, what do I want to call into my life now? And this question really allows you to go inward and ask yourself exactly what you want, to get incredibly clear on what you want and to set new intention. The next phase is our waxing crescent, and this is a time to kind of grow, to just really plan, create. Again, this happens as soon as the new moon shifts. So there's not really much of a transition. It just kind of flows into it. So it's a great time to plan. It's a great time to set affirmations. That's some rituals you can add into your life. I love mirror work. And during this time, it's a great time to just really, practice affirmations and organize your ideas. And now that you have set clear intentions and clear goals, it's a great time to just really kind of make it happen. Book some things, plan some things. It's a great time to do that. So, a journal prompt you can ask yourself during this time is, what can I create in order to manifest my intentions? So, what can I do to bring in my intentions to life? So, in general, you wrote your intentions, you wrote your dreams, you wrote what you want to call in. And during this time, it's great to just really explore, how can you call this in? What are some steps that you can take? So, it's again a great time to just really focus inwards and to just really have fun with creating. Leads me to our third phase, which is our first quarter, and it is responsible for decisions and actions. So things kind of take a turning point here. Essentially, what happens is it is time for you to move forward, to take the steps for you to manifest your intentions, or it's just in general time for you to really get clear on what you want to release and really just kind of, it's a moment of momentum. So, rituals that you would add into your life is take bold choices, take steps that allow you to move forward and be very resilient. So, what I mean by this is when you incorporate different rituals into your life, just make sure that you really just are bold during this phase. It's a time for you to be confident, and it's a time for you to recognize your blocks and really move past them. So this is a great time for that. And some journal prompts that you can ask yourself is, what is blocking my growth and how can I move through it? And this then leads me to the waxing gibbous, which is refine and prepare. And this is refine and prepare for the full moon, which I will talk about shortly. So it is a time of alignment, polishing, and it's a time of just reflection in general. It's just very deeply focused time. There's not really much to say about it. Again, it's a time for you to adjust with grace, to let go of perfection. It's great to ask yourself some journal questions like, what am I feeling in this moment? Am I living with my nature? Is there anything that's blocking me? And this leads me to the full moon. And this is a very exciting time because the full moon is a time of release. It is illumination, illumination of kind of our shadows, and it is a time of reflection and release. So, the full moon is literally emotional clarity. It is sometimes turbulent because it reveals for you kind of emotional wounds, emotional patterns that you need to heal and move and shift through. However, it is a gorgeous time. And I love talking about this phase because it is a time for rituals that involve releasing. So, for example, burning things that you no longer want in your life. That is a great ritual to have. Even flushing down, writing a list of things that you no longer want. Like, what is keeping you from having the life that you want? What thoughts are holding you back? What emotions are literally keeping you from becoming the self that you want to be? So, for example, if you are experiencing shame, it is a time to let go of shame. If you're experiencing toxic cycles and habits that no longer serve you, it's a time to release them. And again, the energy is a little bit hectic during this time, so practice a lot of self care during this time. Full moon baths are super good, as well as, again, journaling sessions. Again, not a time to manifest. It's a time to release blocks keeping you from manifestation. So, a journal prompt you can ask yourself is what's ready to be released? What's ready to be seen? So, illuminated. And what is it that I need to shift through to elevate into the higher version of myself? Moving on to the waning gibbous. So for me, for some reason, this time is a time of kind of giving thank you to the old me to really just be more within. So this happens a couple of days after the full moon. So the energy is still hectic, but you're already calmer. So it's a great time to really just reflect. It is a great time for reflection. So a journal prompt you can ask yourself is, what have I learned that I can now embody into my life? Moving on to the last quarter, and this is the release and realign phase. So the full moon is a time for release, but the last quarter is really like the okay, I'm actually gonna like let this go. Like I already like I did the act of writing it down. I took bold steps. I've been feeling all these emotions, but it is a time of literally actually letting go. And some great rituals to have is cleaning during this time to really just let go of what you don't need. It's okay. It's okay, baby girl. You don't have to hold on to hard emotions that no longer serve you. It's okay to let go of old stories that no longer serve you. It's great to do a digital detox during this time. It's great to do shadow work during this time because a lot of things come up. And yeah, the energy is really just turning inward. It's kind of recalibrating energy. And some journal prompts you can ask yourself is, what no longer serves me? What no longer serves my higher timeline? The last phase is the waning crescent, and it is a time for surrender and rest. This is before the new moon already. And yeah, it's a time of rest, closure, spiritual renewal. In general, some rituals you can have is adding in some extra sleep, some taking care of yourself, dream journaling, energy healing. The energy itself is just preparing for the new moon, is kind of just recalibrating, reflecting on what happened this season. A great question to ask yourself during this phase is, how did this month go for me? What did I learn? Again, very reflective. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that this video helped you, guided you. I hope that you know that you are loved and you are gorgeous and you're divine and God made you perfect, and I celebrate you. I hope that this new moon season, I don't know when you're watching this, I hope that it just lights up your life, and may you know how worthy and loved you are. Sending all my love.